Good morning. We are at Imtex 2017. This is Niranjan from the Machinist, and I have with me two gentlemen from WIDIA. I have Mr. Alexander Broetz. Good morning, Alexander.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing good. And we have Mr. Prashant Shetty also from WIDIA India.
Morning.
Yeah. So let me start with you, Prashant. First, it's the penultimate day of Imtex, and I already see that there's a huge crowd of customers at your stalls. So how's been the response from your perspective?
So we were very pleasantly surprised because we anticipated that 4 days of weekend, extended weekend, but that's not been the case. We've had a lot of customer visits, specifically on the first 4 days. There were huge crowds. There were very interested people who were trying to figure out solutions to their problems. So some very serious visitors. Thank you.
How's been your experience, Alexander, at Imtex?
I'm very positively surprised. It's an extremely professional show. I've had engagement with numerous customers, but also I see a lot of competition, which is always good for the business. I see a positive spirit of the people. I was a little worried that the demonetization would have an impact and also the upcoming GST changes in India. But from what we can see so far, it's going to be a successful show for us and for the industry.
Yeah, now, WIDIA is a global organization with local reach. Yeah, so you want to give us a background from the WIDIA global point of view?
Yes. As you might have seen, WIDIA is part of Kennametal Incorporated.
Right.
Kennametal acquired WIDIA in 2003. With that, also the facility here in Bangalore, the old WIDIA India Limited, which is today Kennametal India Limited, at Dumko Road. And over the last years, several other acquisitions have been added into the WIDIA portfolio. I just name a couple of them. One is Hanita, which is now WIDIA Hanita, a global market leader in aerospace milling, solid carbide end milling, greenfield tap and die, today WIDIA GTD. We acquired Manchester and Circle. So there's a lot of acquisitions that went into the new WIDIA portfolio. And one of the main and important things that happened last year, Kennametal decided to carve out WIDIA again as a standalone business segment. And I'm responsible for this business segment globally. I am Vice President of Kennametal, but at the same time I'm the President of the WIDIA business segment. And we have great plans for the brand with the new design of the portfolio, with strong investments into what WIDIA stands for. Very strong in milling, very strong in solid end milling, very good in hole making. And you will see a lot of changes coming from WIDIA over the next couple of years.
Okay. And how are customers reacting to this WIDIA once again becoming a standalone entity?
So far we received very good feedback. Over the last years there was a little, I would say, de-emphasized effort towards the WIDIA portfolio, and with the changes now we have a focus on it. Our customers feel that we are focusing on it. We want to be fast, we want to be agile, we want to be easy to do business with. We want to focus on the companies that have needs to grow quickly in their business, and we want to be part of that. Specifically here in India, I'm looking at the aerospace industry, which will see significant investments coming. You're buying so many planes from Boeing, from Airbus, from Embraer, from all the other ones, and I'm sure your government will demand a certain local content, and with that there will be aerospace activities here in India, and we want to be there for those customers with all the technology and the knowledge that we have.
Coming back to Imtex, what specific displays have you got here for your customers?
So typically we are displaying the entire product range, but more importantly there are a lot of new launches. We are talking to our customers about the new turning portfolio, which is the Victory brand. We've just launched the indexable milling, the VSM series of cutters and inserts. Importantly, we've also launched our cloud-based digital platform, which is the Novo. In our services sector, we've now added a toolbox to our range, which is like a one-stop supply and secure solution for our customers. So while we're displaying the entire range, we're also focusing upon the new launches.
Okay. There's a lot of emphasis on digital now. Do you see digital becoming the connect between Make in India and Industry 4.0?
Yes, to a large extent, and primarily because now the focus is shifting from us coming and advising our customers to customers wanting to do it themselves. It saves a lot of time, it saves a lot of effort for them, and it's something that they can do it on their own. Novo, to a large extent, helps us bridge this gap because it's a very easy tool to use. It helps the customer to decide upon the right tool for his application, decide upon the accessories for his machining application. So to a large extent, it's something that helps the customer do his his selections himself. And then, of course, if he needs expert advice, our experts are always there. So we understand the industry, we understand the machining bit of it very well. We have experts who have intimate knowledge of this industry. So to that extent, if they need advice, we're always there.
You already mentioned about the potential in the aerospace industry, but obviously there are other industry sectors that you would also want to focus on. Which would be these sectors going ahead?
We're focusing strongly on two-wheelers, three-wheelers. There is automotive applications that we are following. General engineering always has been a stronghold for the WIDIA brand, so I would not discount one of the industries that is out there. I just felt that when you look at the data, that there is something happening in India with the aerospace industry. It is getting a lot of focus. We want to be there, but we will also be there for our other customers. Just mentioning a little bit about Novo. You know, a year ago we talked about Novo being the bridge to the future. Today, Novo is no longer a bridge into the future. Novo is reality of day-to-day work of engineers at our customers, where they can develop machining concepts, where they can, and you mentioned Industry 4.0, which we also thought is a future, but it's a reality already. We see nice concepts being implemented in the market now. And so I'm very pleased with what we have to offer our customers. The drive towards Novo, that we see the application being used more and more months over months, or basically week over week, is giving me a very good feeling that we are on the right track here.
Prashant, the last 1 year has been kind of a mixed bag for Indian manufacturing, ups and downs, ups and downs. How has it been for WIDIA in terms of business, and what's your outlook for the next year?
So WIDIA has done very well over the last 1 year or so. In fact, in the first quarter of this financial year, so we measure ourselves from July to June. In the first quarter of this year, we've grown at 16%. The first half of the results are yet to be announced. We're a listed company, so that will take some time. But we see continued growth trends. So we're very bullish about our prospects over the next at least 2 to 3 years' time. And then the Indian market continues to grow. We believe we're very well positioned to participate in the India growth story.
The budget is just around the corner, so any expectations that you have specifically from your industry's point of view?
Yeah, so obviously there's a lot of noise around GST, but that's kind of going to take some time. But from the budget perspective, we anticipate that there should be some cuts in the taxation, which should help in kind of increasing consumption. So to that extent, we believe that it will still be a growth story. There will be cuts in terms of the, you know how it works. The taxation for the consumer goes down, he buys a lot more, the demand on industry goes up. So we are looking at, profiting from that perspective.
Okay. Alexander, I have just one last question for you. I just mentioned to him about the ups and downs in the industry. Now, earlier that used to be a kind of an exception, but today it is becoming more of a norm. So in this dynamic scenario, manufacturers have to keep on customizing their products, keep on launching new products. So that needs a lot of help from companies like you. What are you doing on that aspect to help your customers?
We are massively investing into our facility here in Bangalore. We have had record high investments last year. We need to be as close as possible to our customers. As you say, the cycles are getting shorter. The volatility in the marketplaces is getting higher. So what we need to do, we need to be flexible, easy to do business with. We need to respond quickly to the needs of our customers. We need to ramp up as quick as our customers ramp up their needs. And a lot of that will come with localization products on a high-tech level being made here in Bangalore at Kennametal, WIDIA India. And we are ready to do that.
You want to quickly add on that, Prashant, from the local point of view?
Yeah, so absolutely. As Alexander rightly pointed out, we've invested big time in our manufacturing facility in Bangalore. We will continue to do that over the next 2 or 3 years' time. As Alexander mentioned, our customers are looking at ramping up their own production facilities. They will expect a lot more out of their suppliers, which includes people like us. We want to be ready for that time. We want to be ready and we want to be ready today for whatever demands they might have in the future.
On that note, thank you so much. You want to add something, Alexander?
One thing here, because I think there is we are engineers, we try to do the best, always the best, the highest performance, and that's not always necessarily the most important thing. I think versatility will become a very important factor in our industry. You cannot have the highest customization for everything because you need to react to demands that are happening quickly, and therefore versatility will become a big play for us. If you go outside, you will see several product lines that are geared towards versatility. So we are trying to cover both. We are trying to do the high-tech, large series manufacturing, but we also want to be into rapid prototyping where you need versatility, because that will be game-changing as well.
On that note, thank you so much, and I wish you all the best. Thank you. Thank you.